So I changed the auto Phoenix for auto protect maybe. Because again, we're starting to head ultimately more and more towards characters shouldn't really die. Yeah, I was actually going to mention it to you. Last night it was pretty late, so I didn't message. But when I was testing a few little things, I did notice that the calculator you had plus what I was seeing on screen didn't match up. But I assume that I messed up some setting on the calculator or something. But I don't know. So I'm swapping this for a protect. Okay. So let me throw in a save here. With this kind of updated setup and information. Let me have another look. Something's not quite right. Yeah, I really don't know. Maybe this time I'll just start the fight without any file plane editor business. Maybe that's just messed with a few things. And led to some incorrect numbers. Okay. So I think I'll still start off like this, and I'll see what happens in the fight. Basically, now we're going to test how quickly we can get set up.
Here we go.
Alright, quick toilet break while this scene happens. Oh shit, I forgot that Lulu has slightly better agility than everybody else. I feel like because of her quick pockets, she's still better to keep out there. But for now, just to run some tests, let's just begin. Now. Hey Jojo, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us. I am doing well. Always enjoy some testing and experimenting on very difficult / potentially impossible boss fights in Final Fantasy X. So we were doing... I still think Riku should get the double HP as well. We'll still start with this. I would say yes, there's been a little bit of progress. I think we've discovered a few things that I didn't think we'd be able to do at the start of the session. So I would say there's been progress. I don't think there's any... I'm not like, oh yeah, like we got this, we can win this now. But there's definitely a little bit more going on than there was before, and I should renew that stuff. Right, so... Let me just see what everyone's got now. Right, not a lot of haste happening, but... And armor-wise, he's got that stuff. Okay. Appreciate it. Let's see. I think, does that mean Oren's basically set up already? He's good to go? I think he kinda is. Why don't we just start doing damage? I don't know. Can we swap Waka back out? Yeah, we can. Okay. So let's get some momentum here, start taking out these arms already. And then now we already swap back these guys. So she doesn't have auto haste. Why doesn't she have auto haste again? What did I go for? Honestly, again, maybe worth swapping the auto Phoenix for auto haste here. I feel like I'm needing less auto Phoenix than I thought. So again, we're still very, very much in testing world, so we're going to do a quick swap here. I want to see how I get along with basically only Auron doing the lion's share of the auto phoenixing, basically. So I think from the battle menu it doesn't always work properly. Yeah, there you go. So the haste is now kicked in, and that's given me an extra turn if I do that. So let me double check here. Protect, haste. Okay. But she doesn't have 5 times cheer, so with her we're going to defend as well. Alright, first obliteration. So this time we're going to do our best to not manipulate Penance at all. Just let him do his thing. She doesn't have auto potion though. That's the thing. So we sacrificed this. Not sure it was worth it. She would have survived without the HP plus 20 anyway. Sorry, the defense plus 20. I think that's not the strat here. I don't think it's that necessary. So we'll change that out as well. I think we can get away with not having it. So I'm going to increase her HP back to full, as if she had auto potion the entire time, because she would have survived the move anyway. Ah, okay. So hold on, I've kind of messed this one up from the start. Auron's not supposed to double his HP. I'm so used to like double HP, having more HP is always better, that his HP is the wrong number. I'll readjust it so we don't have to start again, but need to make sure I don't double his HP so that he stays in his sweet spot. Okay. So now we go back to this. And let me change this back. What was it? 6,330 was it? I think that's the HP should be at. Something like that. Yeah, so this is a danger situation. Well spotted, Francisco. This is exactly what I was talking about. What's the best way to handle this? I think, can we split the turns? Yeah, we can split the turns, so it's not a huge deal here. As long as we can split the turns, it's always okay. And I think it's so early in the fight that we'll ignore the Mighty Guard on Penance for now. Let's just... Okay. Now we can start a bit of this. So now we're going to go to the whole... Oh no, Penance isn't going to be being today. Probably not the next session or the session after. Basically, we'll just see how long we're going to go until we fully just give up on this. And we'll take it from there. So I think, yeah, I want to try and survive with this trio, if I can. This is my quickest trio. Yeah, even a winning attempt would probably take like the entire session. But I'd start to use like ×2, etc. once I really start to feel comfortable with the fight. But I feel like we've got somewhere, at least for the first form. I feel like we're starting to build a bit of a picture of how we could get through as Lulu dies. I missed something there. There's always something. She shouldn't have died there, obviously. I need to have a look. Oh yeah, she didn't get the 5 times cheer. I forgot to defend. But see, this is a good example of why this might work better here. So we could... So we can't get cheer on her yet. Yeah, there's so many things to keep track of and log here. Let me buy myself a little time. Do this. And we'll see if we can get Lulu up to speed here. Again, the good thing here is now we don't have to double her HP, so that definitely helps. And we'll bring Riku in for the next obliteration and just make sure we defend with Lulu, so I think we'll be okay. Keep going. Or we just swap her out anyway. Can't split the turns. Hey Toby, how's it going? I am definitely not winning, but we're learning, and sometimes that's more important than winning. So we're getting somewhere. Let's try Yuna. Can she split? Yes, she can. Alright. Now. Let's see what happens here. Basically, I need to consistently survive obliteration without anyone defending. And once I get that set up, then that saves me... it basically increases my ability to manipulate turns. There you go. So these 3 are fine. I just need to get Lulu into the same situation. And then I think we can really start to go on the attack, hopefully. So let's bring in Lulu now, actually. Yeah, Lulu. Alright, let's wait. Watching you do this makes me want to go back and rewatch your entire playthrough of the game. Go for it. Why not? I feel like it's a nice series, as in many places in the world at least. Maybe most places in the Northern Hemisphere at least. The weather's starting to get worse. More like cozy, wintry vibes, Christmas vibes approaching. Might be a good cozy series to jump back into. Why not? So we're not going to double HP here deliberately. We're just going to do the null. Okay. Now, can you get one more turn? Yes, you can. Bastard. Yeah, so that auto shell doing a good job for Waka now. Kicking in as it should. I think keeping Riku out long enough to get her overdrive full and then swapping back to Yuna is probably a good idea. I still ultimately want like the fastest characters that I can have here. So Lulu now should definitely be surviving the obliteration. Yeah, she survives. I don't think the random variance would be enough to kill her. She should be okay. Yeah. Good job, Auron. I'm really impressed to still manage to get the Auron tank strategy going. I didn't think he could do it properly in this one, but once again, proves his worth. He is the man. But yeah, you can see how much later Riku's turn came. It's just so weird to have her be so bad in that sense. So we're going to try to minimize having Riku out there if we can help it. It's not good. I think this time we'll keep Waka out there so that we can get the Yeah, nice. But still, we basically lost an entire turn's worth of heal there. Is this a legit attempt now? No, no, definitely still in testing. But I mean, I would say I've done... I haven't done anything like majorly structurally cheating-wise here that... Like, if we end up taking out the first swarm, I couldn't repeat it. So, I would say it's semi-legit. At least for the first swarm. Because everything kind of changes in Form 2. We need to kind of go back to the drawing board a little bit there. And so we'll see what we can do. But we need to get through the first swarm first. There's still too much to do. Yeah, there's definitely been more than one occasion where I've kind of still been in very much like testing mode, and then suddenly like, you're like, holy shit, I can actually win here. So 2-1 is the safer option, so we can keep attacking here. Yeah, this just gets really annoying now. It's already healed back 200,000 and I haven't been able to land a single hit on it since then. So this is how it really starts to climb back and get problematic. Again, I have to keep Walker out there, I think. It's just so hard to claw back HP that I just really need to stop that Mighty Guard. Well, the regen aspect at least. But now Walker gets stuck on the front line, he dies, and even though he's instantly revived, he can't come back for a longer period of time than he would have if it was just someone replacing him and then swapping back out. But at least in terms of the sustained survival side of things, we're doing well. Like, yes, we're burning through resources to be able to do it, but it seems to me like as long as Auron and Lulu, like the tanks here, don't die, then I don't see why we can't just add Trio as well, and then just start to use potions and high potions, and that literally gives you like 3 times as much time to get the job done. So that could work. Alright, so now we need to go back on the attack. Yeah, no danger this time. We could take it out, thankfully. Alright, now we need to make progress. It's already recovered twice. I shouldn't have done that. The next turn always just comes around so fast. Should have swapped Tidus there, but it's fine. The question is, we got a chance. I mean, when it comes to the first form, I'm almost certain we can win at this stage. We can at least do the obliteration stage. But for the rest of it, I have absolutely no idea. Because it just shifts too much. Like, winning, I would say definitely not at this stage, but I would love to see the second form. That was my, like, kind of stretch goal for today. If I could do that, that would be awesome. So you can see it's slow going, and that arm always just comes back that little bit too soon. So I'm always like, ugh, should I just ignore it and just keep attacking Penance here? But I feel like then the Calamity spam, the Mighty Guard spam is all just going to get too much, and we're going to get overwhelmed by it. I feel like the arms come back quick on both occasions, though. I feel like we've been a bit unlucky. Because I think there is a little bit of randomness to when the arm comes back, if I remember correctly. Also, worth noting that if I convert this from a randomizer one to just a pure own sphere grid, so I basically changed the parameters a little, Tidus would have quick hit, and I'm sure there's going to be some times where you'd be able to get an extra hit in as a result. But those ones I'm having to obviously give up because of the randomizer. So it's already a hard enough fight as it is, but the randomizer layer on top is really just like making it excruciatingly tough. Need to check my items. I didn't restock. I started the fight with 36. Oh wow, I'm nearly finished. Let me just bring that back up. But I mean, at this stage, I've already used like over 30 X potions, and we have done 1.5 million damage. So, like that, the output's just too slow right now. And I don't know how much faster I can really go without like everything starting to fall apart because I'm taking too many risks. 2-1 is a safe alternative. Let's go. The Dr. B, welcome to stream. Thanks for watching. The arms look like he's desperately trying to keep his sleeves out of the way so he can wash it. Yeah, I can't unsee that now. Alright. We're going to do the old drain trick with Lulu. It's kind of dope to be able to just kill it with a drain for 60 damage. Alright, split those turns. So this is starting to look better now. Yeah, it also does look like that. Maybe that was the inspiration. Because Penance is here to cleanse our souls. After going against the Eben. Alright, here we go. Hopefully we can really pile on the damage now. We got away with it. There wasn't any mighty guards there, so we're able to really now start to make some inroads. Okay, so we're going to hopefully push past... Wait, I thought I did 1.5 million. I'd done like 500k, I think. Yeah, still got 11.5 million. We're nowhere near. We use like 40 X potions to do like 600k damage. Holy crap. We are so behind here. Yeah, I think for any real attempt you have to utilize trio, otherwise you won't last long enough here. There's no chance. Damage up, but just too slow. We all know Penance is just trying to use his tiny hands to reattach his arms to his shoulders. Always an interesting, weird design, Penance, I have to say. I generally think it's a very cool design. I just, honestly, the hands are still the thing that I just can't take seriously. Stupid arm. Alright. Have to get back on it. It always makes me happy when I see Sloga get used. It's just so useful. For us. Whoops. Nope, you're not ready, Titus. Yeah, just trying to think of it, like, is there any other optimization I can make? I still feel like I'm wasting turns where obviously I swap in Yuna and Lulu and they kind of just have to swap a weapon or just like defend or whatever it is. Well, not defend, but there's just no like Drain does 60 damage. They don't have enough nodes to give them any more strength. I just don't know what I could really do. with them. Would be nice to just be able to eke out a little more damage with those guys, but... If there was some way I could just make Auron avoid Calamity, then it would have been perfect. I think I would have maybe even tried to just not defeat the other arm either. But... So that was a... I rode my luck there. That could have been a Calamity. Since it's testing, I just took my chances there. And I got away with it. See you later, Moonstar. Thank you for joining us for this one. Hopefully see you next time. Let's continue. Defend. So same combination as last time. I think we can, yeah, drain to finish it off. And I think as long as you get relatively lucky and it doesn't use Mighty Guard too many times, you can... you can still chip away that damage, but it's very slow going. What about Overdrive? Would it kill the arms quicker? I think because we're only trying to kill one arm at this stage, I feel like it's too much like variance, because it's 12 hits, but if Penance absorbs like 4 of them, I don't know how useful it is. I might try, but... honestly, I don't know. Like, real time, no speed ups, it'd be like, I don't know, probably like a 4 or 5 hour fight or something. So when I, like, if we get to the stage where we're confident that this is the strat and we just need to start trying to push for some kind of win, then I would play in like ×2 and stuff, but for now I'm not confident enough to do that yet. We barely just got over 1 million. I think you're worse off defending here, honestly. Because then the auto potion doesn't trigger and then like it messes up with the HP and stuff. Yeah, so Judgment Day isn't used while it's still in this form. Once you take out like the bottom half of it, you do the first 3 million and it moves to Immolation. That's when you'll start to see Judgment Day happening once the count is full. So that's one of the only reasons I thought it might be possible to get through. As I say, it's like it's multiple layers of extra difficulty once you get through this first bit. So yeah, so if it took us 30 minutes, imagine I'm playing on ×2 or ×4 and I'm kind of a bit more locked in, not engaging with the chat, we can definitely bring that 30 minutes down. But it's an incredibly long slog of a fight, that's for sure. But I think I will start to throw a few attack reels in as well, just to give it a look. Because I think attack reels doesn't have terrible delay, but I think Tidus's one's definitely not. But I think attack reels could definitely, in some situations, if you get a little bit lucky and it hits the arm quite frequently, it might work well. But since we always want to swap Waka out, if possible, it's also not as good. So like here, he can take a turn and then be swapped out. But if you go attack reels, you lose the turn, and then the turn of his that you see in the CTB after Penance, that's like, it's not going to work like that, etc. So that's why I'm hesitant to use it, like the delay. So I think I'll stick to what I've been doing for now. Do one more attack here. See you later, Jojo. Take care. I'd say we have about half an hour tops before I wrap this up, but I'm going to continue slugging away until I hopefully get somewhere near the end of this phase. And then we'll see how we do. Wasn't slugging like a baseball term. In what little baseball I watched, I think I remember that word coming up. Nice. What did it mean again? The whole like slugging, slugger or whatever. Just another, yeah, I mean, getting slugged, I think it's like another way of saying getting hit, but I don't know specifically like how it's used in baseball. Sloga, love to see it. I'd love to just refocus on the body here, but I should still take it out. It just feels annoying to kind of waste that much damage on it, but if I ignore it and... hold on, let me see something here. No. Basically, if by doing Drain, I could have got my turn before, it might have been worth it, but... no, it would have to be a... And what about quick hit? Damn. Wait, that's a bit of brokenness on the CTB there. Quick hit's not going faster. Basically, what I wanted to do, my whole like master plan here, was to use Waka to attack the body, and then Auron, I would swap Lulu in and try to take out this 5 HP, but still get my turn before Penance. But then again, does Auron really need to be there? Nah. Ah yes, Blitzace is here. Welcome. Joined us near the end. Thank you for coming. So I'm going to try that out. Let's just see what happens. I guess Auron doesn't need to be there to take a obliteration specifically. So now I can just do this. Yeah, you know shit's serious if I'm streaming and Carithian and Blitzace are here. Shit's going down. Yeah, I think I'd still rather just do this. So I think that worked out okay-ish. I'll just keep it like this. Okay. Yeah, I would say like the first hour and a half, well, hour to an hour and a half was just like chatting, strategizing, using Farplane to control Penance, looking at damage numbers and like, all that kind of stuff. And we, over the last like hour and a half, we started to take the limiters off and actually go for it a little more. But basically the main thing I think we've figured out so far is that if we keep Auron at this level of HP, he can basically kind of perma-sentinel, and he basically can't die from anything unless he gets hit by a calamity. So what we're trying to do is take out the other arm as much as we can. Leave this one intact because we just don't have enough turns to take out both. And then basically have Auron kind of take care of things on the Sentinel front. Obliteration, basically have these three tanking it. And then swap in Tidus and Waka before the next obliteration. So that's generally the idea so far. It seems to be working. We're only thinking of phase 1 so far. This probably completely falls apart for Immolation, but for now I'm just trying to beat the first part. So we'll see how that goes. But we're getting there. God damn, that regeneration. Hate it. So yeah, basically I used Riku in the earlier setup to help a little bit with getting like 5 times cheer and double HP if needed, that kind of thing. But for the main fight, I can't get her stats set up so that she has 255 defense, 170 agility, and enough HP to survive without defending. And so that's why I can achieve that with Yuna and Lulu's bigger grids. And so that's why I've kept Riku out for now. I heard this fight was so easy, you could even do it in no spirit. I'm trying to think, like, what fights are even, like, completely impossible? In terms of, like, if you could do, like, for example, Coryphean did, like, a little test fight just to show you that if you completely control all of the RNG and all of the outcomes, like, what challenge fight is even still impossible after that? It feels like so many challenges, if you truly had absolute control over the RNG, you'd be able to win. Another one of the things that makes the game so fascinating, like there's always just this little bit of luck element to it as well. No triggered, no summon Penance, an obvious one. Okay, that's fair. What a shame. I mean, no sphere grid's doable, but it's no sphere grid, no summons that's the problem. Okay, and we're still good. Technically, this is no summon. Yeah, maybe own sphere grid, no summon Penance is possible. We'll see. I don't think so, though. Definitely not. I think for Judgment Day, there's just no way. Yeah, I'm really enjoying Dragon Quest 3. Having a good time. I think I'm about 9-10 hours in. I don't want to talk too much about it as I've got in the stream. Don't want to be spoiled too much. I'm still just like, just locked in, enjoying my experience. So I'll continue sharing it with you guys as much as I can. But definitely going well so far. It is good. What do people think of, before we start to wrap things up, we've got another 15-20 minutes, what do people think of the Game of the Year nomination situation? What are people's thoughts? For anyone who doesn't know, the nominees this year are, well, there are, let me think, who are the nominees? Having a brain freeze. There's Shadow of the Erdtree DLC. There's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. There is Metaphor Fantasio, however you pronounce it. There's Balatro, a game I don't really know anything about. There's Wukong Black Myth, and there's Astrobot. So those are the 6 nominees. And so as I continue, I'll have a look through in a second. I need to keep making progress here. See what people think. But obviously the big controversial thing was that Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree DLC was nominated for Game of the Year, even though it is, of course, a DLC. So I think, for me at least, if I was making that list, I would definitely have subbed Elden Ring DLC for Silent Hill 2, I think. I don't care too much myself personally either. I've never paid much stock to it. I think 2020 was one of the first years where I was just like, you know what? I don't even care about this shit. It was a year when The Last of Us 2 won, and I really loved Ghost of Tsushima. I was really rooting for Ghost of Tsushima to get a win, but I always knew it was never going to happen. It won the People's Choice Award, which I was really kind of, it was nice. I felt vindicated. But I was just like, eh. And ever since then, I've always just been like, it's kind of just more of a, it generates a bit of conversation. Other than that, I don't care too much. Yeah, it's always good engagement bait. I don't mess with it too much online, but you always see the people that love the engagement bait. They're just immediately just sharing the controversy and the opinions and all that stuff, and people are so ready to just jump in on that. A great time for all of that kind of stuff. Okay. As much as I'd love to keep attacking here, have to keep being patient. This battle is a real... It always is against Penance, but especially like any type of challenge run against Penance, you're just always being especially careful not to put a step wrong. But yeah, for anyone curious, I'm rooting for Astrobot to win. I would love for Astrobot to win Game of the Year. Yes, of course, Final Fantasy Rebirth, all that stuff, but nah, if I'm being 100%, like, for me, Astrobot, Game of the Year. Wondering if it's possible to use 3 attackers. How so? Like, who, as in, use 3 attackers and attack both arms and that kind of thing? Not really sure. Because I feel like the amount of KOs you'd receive if you had 3 attackers, I don't know how that would work. But this is a brainstorming kind of sesh, so everyone's always welcome to share any opinions that might help. Keeping the arms down. Just thinking how many characters could do that and then still survive obliteration at the same time. Would need to be calculated a little bit, but definitely an idea. Simply going, make 2 hits, switch to tank and switch weapon, repeat. Yeah, just again, not sure if you'd have enough time to do all of that, like switching to tanks, switch weapons, while still taking down both of the arms. I don't know, it feels a bit of a reach, but not sure. Right, 9.78 million. Imagine a Dark Penance. Dark Penance is basically the Carithian mod. That's what I'm going to treat it as. I think in these scenarios, if I can split the turns, is it better to just bring in all 3 of the girls? But nah, because Riku is in the same speed tier as Auron, actually, even though she's auto-hasted. Screw it, let's not try and mess around too much here. I'm gonna speed the game up a little, start making a bit of a push towards finishing the first form if I can do it. So we'll try and speed up a little here. Wrong one. As soon as you start to speed up, the chance of making mistakes also goes up. But we're still in testing. So we're good. I think at this stage, if I do some kind of major fail and we all die, then I'll have to end the stream. On that note. Yeah, now we can speed things up a little. We've got the 1-2 combination, but we can take them out before that. Okay. And then we should be able to do a nice chunk of damage. We haven't had Mighty Guard for quite some time. We've definitely been getting fairly efficient at killing the arms. Well, the right arm. Oh boy, he started talking about ticks. You, Yevon, in the house. How are we potion-wise? Yeah, I think at this stage we've used almost... We would have used the equivalent of about 85, I think. 80 to 85 X potions. Again, if we had trio and we had potion and high potion as well, then maybe... be fine. But like, this is a scenario where a third attacker I think would actually be good. No, I always need that sentinel, man. I feel like without the sentinel... Nah. But definitely curious to see what Carithian comes up with for that. Yeah. It basically completely relies on whether you can take out both arms all the time. Yeah, my gut reaction is just that there's not enough turns, like there's not enough time. But we can definitely potentially run a test. I could prep another file, potentially. Maybe we can test it out. Okay. Yeah, we definitely don't need 4. We could at least kind of quote unquote make one more attacker. So like Riku could be changed to an attacker in this scenario, I think. And so we could see how that might make a difference. Not quite enough. We'll have to wait a little more. Let her get the turn. What happens if you leave both arms alive? We did a little bit more of that type of testing early on, and just the Calamity is a huge problem. Basically, when Calamity hits Auron, if you don't dispel him, which sometimes, depending on the turns, you just don't get a chance to, he ends up getting KO'd. Right, so what was I doing? It's the 1-2 combination, but again, I should be, I can just get there in time. And there it is. Again, we've avoided Mighty Guard a lot. We've had pretty good RNG here, I have to say. And so we are almost there. We've almost defeated the first form of Penance in own Sphere Grid Randomizer mod. I never thought I'd be saying that. Okay. Yeah. Alright, we're going to go back to real time here, just so we can keep track of things here. Big moment. Alright, here we go. Who has quick hit? Lulu has quick hit, unfortunately. But depending how we go, could potentially switch Lulu to be an attacker. And have Riku, maybe. But she also has quick pockets, but we'll see. Yeah, Lulu is the speed demon of this randomizer playthrough. Alright, here we go. So this will be the hit that brings us to the immolation stage. And it's good that it happened when there was only one arm out. But now, the situation changes a little. Because you can also trio your tanks. Yeah, so the plan is, when I try to do this a bit more for real, the plan would be, like, when I'm still in the early setup phase, is to throw a trio on so that people like Auron also have a trio. I think that's what we'd do. Now, we have a double problem here. Haste. What the hell? What the hell? Yeah, we need to get rid of that. That cheeky haste man, who does he think he is? Yeah, we have a double problem now because obviously Auron's been doing a fantastic job, but Auron is the guy who has this spell. And so he's going to get hit with Immolation, which I don't even know if he survives. How much more powerful is Immolation than... No, Immolation is weaker, so he will survive if he's not armor broken and stuff. But then we have to heal him. Sorry, we have to cure the break. And again, the trouble is, if an arm attack follows an Immolation, then we're in deep shit. So, now is this a good time to kind of switch to some kind of triple attacker strategy? Like, what attacks do we have that wipe us out? Like, as a party? Nothing, really. But obviously we have the delay from all of the KOing that's going to happen and the auto-phoenixing and all that kind of stuff, so we have a different problem. I think what I would do in the next session, we'd probably just sort of continue it from this phase and see what happens from there, but I don't really know where to start. I feel like I probably still generally have to keep doing what I'm doing. Yeah, I do think the triple attacker idea might be good. Depends just how quickly you can get the damage done. At least with the triple attacker, you have a much better chance of avoiding Judgment Day as well. Yeah, I think the attack-only Penance might give us a few answers. I need to have a look at that. But whatever the case is, I don't think the setup we have now is going to get it done. So it's perfect timing, honestly, because we are going to die soon. The only thing is we don't have to swap out Tidus and Waka. That's the one advantage here, actually. But you can see there's that deadly combination. And this is why I like the whole Sentinel strat. The way it is now, it's not going to work. Yeah, maybe I could switch to a different armor, possibly, for this one. Like, for this phase. Maybe replace auto regen with... Yeah, it's unlikely they'd survive longer than that. Yeah, it might be an idea to swap armors here. But Auron will die here. There's nothing we can do about it. Those turns are just completely locked together. Okay, let's see what happens anyway. Yeah, my plan was to basically bring this down to within one hit KO and then just focus back on the body. So that whenever I need to take it out, it's basically always a hit away. And then you'd have to obviously keep a Judgment Day counter as well to make things even more confusing. But I think that would be doable. But we should at least auto-phoenix him. Do any of these guys have auto-phoenix? I forgot now. I think I might have traded away all of my auto-phoenix to get through that first form. Yeah. I think Lulu with quick pockets is kind of like the next best thing. Yeah, let's just see what happens. We need to wrap up the stream anyway. So this is going to be painful. Oren's had an incredible run, but it's going to finally come to an end. There it is. And so from here, look how quickly that turn came again. It's already basically Penance's turn. He's already back. And well, remember, Judgment Day counter as well. Yeah, true, the one hasted turn. Good point. Just keep attacking the body here. Ah, that's a bit annoying because it gets power broken now. But using a Purifying Salt, he would kill himself, so we just keep going until he dies anyway. Oh god, yeah, you're right. It's been 20 years and I still can't wrap my brain around the fact that Purifying Souls don't work on your own party members. It's just so wrong. It's just so fundamentally just wrong. It's not fair. But let's say we replace this armor with like we get to this phase and then this armor gets swapped to which one can we drop from here? Probably auto regen is the one that's the most, I would say, droppable. Just change it to that, see what happens. Okay. I am not keeping a count on Judgment Day. I'm bothered. So right now, it's probably better to not, yeah. I'd rather he didn't get hit by Immolation here. I think I just leave it. Of course. Yeah, without defending, she can't do it. That's so unfortunate. Damn it. But yeah, now, Oren, revived like that, if he just Sentinels, what happens now? Yeah, you see, now he can't survive because he doesn't have the buffs, and that's how quickly everything ends when you don't have the right preparations, and I think that's perfect timing. But you see how, like, everything was like we were dealing with it, and then suddenly one slip, and you just get, like, you get, like, double tapped, 2 slaps, and you are finished. That's how easy this fight is to lose. But there you go. But hey, I think making it to the end of the first form was my major target for this one. And considering how rough everything looked at the beginning, we managed to get through the first form. And there's at least some things we can test and continue to try for the next one. So I think there's definitely there's still a little bit of a chance. So I think we need to keep at it, and I think I will definitely try one more session of this own sphere grid randomizer penance weird fight, and we'll see if we can make any more progress. I think, as I say, I'll try to start the fight from the second form in the next one, and we'll try like switching up our strategy for the second form to see if there's a better way to do it. So I think there is hope, but I really don't know at this point. We'll have to see how it goes. So thank you all for watching once again. Appreciate you all joining me, especially for a session like this one, which is very heavy on the testing and the experimenting, and we ultimately didn't win, but hey, that's how it goes. So thank you for joining me. I will see you guys soon. On Friday we will have the Masters Mod premiere as always. Hopefully see you guys there. Take care. Thank you for watching.